All right, guys. Today's topic for cacao is going to be shadow work. Shadow work is easily one of my most favorite topics to talk about, but it's probably one of the harder things to sit with and experience or practice, if you will. Shadow work is radical self-acceptance. It's sitting with those dark cracks and crevices, or sitting in those dark cracks and crevices, and truly feeling what it is and seeing what it is for what it is, without distraction, without running. It's just sitting and feeling all the feels, dealing with the traumas that come up, dealing with the feelings, dealing with the past experiences right here, right now. I think on a global scale, everybody in some way, shape, or form is experiencing their shadow self right now. We're being locked in our homes, and it's not really even locked in our homes. This to me is a gift. I've been praying for this. When I do my prayers, my chants, this is what it is that I'm asking for. Global change. This is a once in a lifetime gift that we will never get again. The whole world being forced to sit with themselves. This is the time. Now is the opportunity to do the work. Truly sit with it and do the work. Never again will we ever get anything like this. It's not just your city or my city, this country or that country. It's an entire world on one page, doing one thing together, experiencing one experience together. That's beautiful. But with that, sitting at home, not having these everyday mundane distractions, workouts, places to be, people to see, things to do, what do you do with yourself? How do you process the traumas? How do you process the feelings that are coming up in this space at home? How are you creating your space at home? Shadow work. Radical self-acceptance in this moment right here. It's beautiful. And it's not a straight line. Shadow work is getting in there, in deep, to every crevice, and seeing what it is that pops up, looking at it in the face and saying, I see you. It's tough. It can be tough and it can be scary, but sit with those feelings. Don't run from them. Don't distract yourself. Do the work, the shadow work. It's gonna be okay. You guys are doing good. I have to say, this is the time. This is where the world has the choice to change. We have an opportunity. We have been given a gift. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Today, it's a little different since we're all kind of locked in our houses and we can't go to actual cacao together as a group and sit in a circle. We're doing fun things. We have some music from this person, some from this and that, and it's just going to be morphed together into this beautiful little concoction. So I want everybody right now, since we're doing this different, I want you to think of a number between 1 and 5. Is your number 1? Is your number 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Or is it 5? Say it out loud. My number is, haha. Okay, cool. So you picked your number. In times like this, I think coming back to ourselves and paying attention to the things that are going on, understanding the feelings that are popping up. There's a meaning to it all. And it's okay to be scared. It's okay to need help. But ultimately, sit with that. Sit with it for as long as you can before you reach out to someone because you're uncomfortable. And it's easier to grasp at someone to talk to and distract yourself with what you're feeling rather than feeling it. You don't need to talk about what you're feeling. You need to feel what you're feeling. For me personally, I like to think that there's other energies, there's other spirits, or whatever you want to call it. It can be hippy dippy, it can be however you experience it. But I like to use tools that I put in my bag, in my little tool belt. And when something gets hard, I have these tools. And I like to use them, given whatever the situation is. My animals, these are tools. These are helpers, guides, and that's really what this is. You have all of these things surrounding you, whether it's your plants, your people. Use what you have. Build your space to help navigate through these dark corners. For me, one of the things that we do in cacao is animal totems. So if you picked one, your animal totem is going to be the flamingo spirit. Embrace the in-between, number ones. And what you can do, what you can do is actually, you can get online and you can see what these animal totems mean and how they can help you in this moment. Same thing with, we call them angel numbers. If you keep seeing a number over and over, or if you feel this call to a number, look up what it means. It can guide you down a way or help navigate some unseen or unknown path. Number 2, you guys have the dolphin spirit. This and that are true. Dolphin spirit. Number 3, what do we have for number 3? Number 3 is going to be my number 2. I like the number 3. Number 3, the wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. That's funny. Number 4, I also love the number 4, but I already chose 3. Ooh. Swan spirit. Number 4 is swan spirit. Time for a deep dive. Look at these, you guys. This is fascinating. I love it. And number 5, the canary spirit. Sing your own song. These are just fun ways to connect. These are fun ways for you to find parts of yourself that you don't understand or that it's hard to understand. Sit with the feelings. Shadow work is work, but it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be this deep, deep, depressing, crazy time. It doesn't always have to be hard. It can be as easy as what you want it to be. Shadow work is truly just radical self-acceptance. Sitting with your feelings. Letting yourself feel the feelings without distraction. Shadow work is beautiful, and it's necessary. And you have the time right now to do the work. But it's your choice. So enjoy this cacao. Enjoy the meditation. The meditation, it's actually about accepting change. And it's Sarah Blondin is the one that wrote it. We've done a few of her meditations, and it's beautiful. It talks about accepting change. Take the time to sit with yourselves. Write down what you're feeling, and just really ultimately feel it. Get in those deep crevices. Let whatever comes up come up without distraction, without having to define it. Just see it for what it is. You guys are doing amazing. Really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, I cannot tell you just how honored I am to be sitting in a place in time like this with all of you. So, aho, tribe. And I hope you enjoy our cacao today. It's supposed to be Sunday, so happy Easter to all of you. I love you guys.
Hi everybody, it's Sarah. I am going to be doing a little bit of a cacao session today for myself. Thought I would share this with you guys online so you guys can get your own ingredients and enjoy it in your very own self. It's so good to do a personal, just little ceremony for yourself. So I thought I would kind of show you Sarah style how I'm kind of doing my little setup here. I just made some delicious cacao. This is about 2 tablespoons of cacao powder, some honey. I've got some cayenne and cinnamon and a little bit of vanilla in here today. And it's so delicious. So I really like to use cacao in a ceremony too. It's very heart-opening, centering, also very like uplifting. So I always feel a little bit more focused and just kind of more zeroed in with my energy, which has been really nice to kind of get back to this like place of centeredness, especially with everything happening in the world today. So a little bit of what we got going on. I am outside in my front yard. I've got my blanket out here. I got me my own little makeshift altar here, some sage. I've got some Palo Santo, a little bit of frappe, my drum, and myself. So I'm not one that needs, I don't know, you can dress up with like more crystals or anything like that, but I'm pretty easy. I just like to be by a tree and someplace where I can meditate. Hopefully my neighbors aren't too loud out here right now. So anyway, so I just wanted to share my practice with you today. Hopefully you guys are joining us at home on your own time. This is a nice little like way to creatively connect with all of you at Two Birds. So I wanted to start off with a little bit of a meditation. I'm going to use my drum here. So if you're at home and you're joining us, you've got your setup all nice and ready. I think the beauty of doing this in a video is that you can kind of do it at your own pace. So if you're just joining us, or if you're going to watch this later, I'm going to go ahead and take us through a nice little centering meditation. So first I'm going to start with getting in a comfy position, somewhere where you can just kind of be for a while, whether it's sitting down or laying down in a comfy spot. I want you to just go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and out. And again, breathing in and out. And one more time, filling your lungs all the way with air and releasing. Keeping your eyes closed. Checking in. Checking in with the top of your head. Down into your jaw. Take a drink of your cacao, smelling the richness of it, feeling the warmth of it as it goes down your throat, and down your esophagus, down into your belly, feeling the warmth of it. Yourself to mindfully drink of your cup throughout this meditation if you like. Yourself root down, sending roots into the ground, maybe 10 feet deep. Soaking up the nutrients in the soil, providing you with strength and stability. Focus to the top of our crown, to our shoulders, imagining branches sprouting out, reaching higher and higher, reaching for the sun. To the trunk of the tree, to the center. Feeling stable in the middle. Maybe noticing any bark on your tree that's willing to be shed at this time, letting new gorgeous bark shine through. you want it to be. As it expands. Surrounding the trunk of the tree. Surrounding the roots and the branches. All the places in between the tree. Maybe your light shines to your neighbor's tree. The neighbor on the other side. Light surrounds the whole neighborhood. The whole block, the whole city. The whole state. The whole country. The whole continent. To the oceans, seas, and eventually the whole world. Letting that bright light shine into the cosmos. Feeling the oneness of everything. Expansiveness. Taking a deep breath. Allowing yourself to gently come back to your earthly vessel. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Softly opening your eyes. And being present once again in your own little meditation spot. A good time to drink some cacao. And if you have a journal with you, maybe just taking some time to write down what came up for you during your meditation. Maybe you felt really centered, or maybe there was some like neat images happening behind the eyes closed. Any insights. It's always kind of a powerful time to take note of what your inner wisdom is saying. And it's a great time to practice being with your inner wisdom. Personally, I think that it's become a daily practice for me now to tune in, with myself, with my environment. I've been spending a lot of time outside myself, playing with the garden and, cooking for my roommates and things like that. And it's really helped bring me to just a sense of like presence and just oneness in myself. I think it's been just a really good reminder of just feeling useful in your day-to-day. It's been kind of a whole different world since everything has slowed down, and I've taken just a lot of practice and wisdom with that, like moment by moment, and being super grateful for everything that's been presented in my present moment. Being grateful for every day that I have full of health, that my loved ones still have health, because we never know what can happen in these uncertain times. So I think that's about all the wisdom I have to share as far as that. Just be good to you, be good to your family, your neighbors, and as many people as you can be. So, thank you for letting me share with you guys. Mwah.
Hey, 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 oh, wahi. Hey, 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 oh, wahi. Hey, amayo, ana, hey, ne, oh, hey, amayo. Wanna hey oh, hey amayo. Wanna hey oh, hey amayo. Wanna hey oh, wahi. Hey, 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 oh, wahi. Hey, 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 oh, wahi. Hey, amayo, ana, hey, ne, yo, hey, amayo. Wanna hey oh, hey amayo. Wanna hey oh, hey amayo. Wanna hey oh, wahi. Hey, 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 oh, wahi. Hey, 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 oh, wahi. Hey, amayo, ana, hey, ne, oh, hey, amayo. Wanna hey, ne, oh. He amayo. Wana hene o. Wahi ayana. Hey yo. Wahi. Hey yo. Wahi. Hey amayo ana hene yo. Hey amayo wana hene yo. Hey amayo wana hene yo. Hey amayo wana hene yo. Wahi ayana. Hey yo. Wahi. Hey yo. Wahi. Hey amayo ana hene yo. Hey amayo wana hene yo. Hey amayo wana hene yo. Hey amayo wana hene yo. Wahi ayana. Hey yo. Wahi. Hey yo. Wahi. Hey amayo ana hene yo. Hey amayo wana hene yo. Hey amayo wana hene yo. Hey amayo wana hene yo. Wahi ayana. Hey yo. Wahi. Hey yo. Wahi. Hey amayo ana hene yo. Hey amayo wana hene yo. Hey amayo ana hene yo. Hey amayo wana hene yo. Wahi ayana. Hey yo. Wahi. Hey yo. Wahi.
Getting comfortable in your space, take a deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs, and release. Focusing on the breath, getting comfortable where you are, closing down the eyes. What you once knew changes shape and flies away. You watch as your world morphs in front of your eyes. You try to run after the fragments of what once was, grasping onto the pieces as if they're your world and the very things that define you. You shake in fear as the ground beneath your feet cracks and opens, a canyon so deep you can feel a cold air coming up from its depths. There you stand, looking around desperately for a glimpse of the reality you once knew. Silence sits all around you. It calls for you to hang your tired feet at the canyon's edge and feel the air of new life rising from its darkness. The stillness sweetly whispers in your ear, gently urging you to step out of your wild mind and see the fertile ground you are standing on. It hopes you will begin to see the beauty in this unfamiliar place. Often new life can catch us off guard. It comes like a gust of strong wind and blows away the ideas and structures we have worked so hard at building. Sitting in the rubble, we tend to forget the part of us that had been crying out for this very thing. We wish we could take back our secret prayers and scramble to put back the pieces of the comfortable existence we once had. When faced with great change, we must trust what comes budding forth. We must quickly release our grasp on the old and familiar in order to plant our new garden. Resisting change is futile. The longer we fight our current and therefore only reality, the longer we remain in limbo, trapped somewhere between the past and the future, far from the present. All change has been called forth from our soul. Our lesson is to learn to honor the knowledge of our divine being. Know that there is no need to fear this new world, only a childlike sense of awe and exploration. Remember, we cannot see the gift of what we resist. Those moments when we're sitting in what feels like a cavern of despair, realize you have been given time and space to realign with all you desire for your life. You can choose to see a cavern as terrifying, unknown darkness, or you can choose to pour sweet honey into its cracks. When you are in a place where there feels to be a black hole staring you in the face, stop in front of it. Look into its abyss with fear, but with creativity and renewed outlook for your life. This is a moment where you become the creator, where you become responsible for what appears, where you become the giver of life. Align with the source within you that knows your magnificence and all that you are worthy of. Now is the time to create in the name of all you long for. Don't hold back, dear one. Don't stop yourself from creating the most vivid and wildly beautiful existence you can imagine. In the face of change, sit there and pour as much beauty you can barely breathe, until tears of joy wet your eyes, your dreams, the smell of the air, your infectious heart, your pure intent, feed it with more love than you have ever experienced before. For we are all given a powerful choice when change comes and transforms our landscape. Choose to live joyfully in your abundance, in this place that will not always be yours, before the tides change again. Befriend curiosity and explore what you very much had a part in creating. Breathe deep and full. Feel the pleasure in the simple act of your breathing. You have been reborn and given a new experience. Lay here now and let it spill into you. The walls now down. Let it become the beauty and newness you have been crying out for. Your calls have been answered. With your breath as your companion, walk into the places you fear. See that with each step you take into the darkness, you bring light. Begin to enjoy each step of discovery. Allow your heart to fill with hope as you begin to open to all that you once feared. Now let your breath open all the tight corners within you. Take a moment to say, "I love you" to the darkness all around you. Feel its mystery longing for your love and curiosity, and know that you have called it forth. Know that your deepest self has been longing to meet this place and is ready to dance with a new reality of more of what you love. Feel how supported you are. See this new life and unknown as a divine acknowledgement that you are on the right path. For the more new lines you explore, and the more you grow in the direction of your heart, for the more you embrace these new eruptions of life before you, the more you trust to fearlessly create your dreams. Know that you are loved. Take this moment to choose more love, more light, more everything that makes your heart sing. When in doubt, fill your very ends with breath, for it will open doorways, pathways, and blocked roads, and reconnect you with the current that runs through all life. One divine fluid frequency. When life changes, when something falls away, remember that you are the writer of your story. The new landscape surrounding you is giving you the space to grow what you choose. Don't look back. You are here now, in this moment, to birth your new dreams. Float open and expand into the newness you carved out. A newness you have asked for. The newness you desire.
I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She said, wake up, child, wake up, listen, 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 listen. I've been here a long, long time, before the dawn of humankind. I'll still be here when you are gone, spirit moving strong. I've seen great people come and go, as each one of us must. I've heard their songs as each one passed, like glories turn to dust. I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She said, stand in your power, you must stand in your power. Listen, 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 listen. Some forget from where they came, where they draw their life. The same spirit moving through your heart moves all the stars at night. Spirit moves beneath the waves. It soars up in the sky. It moves through all the life on earth, all equal in my eyes. I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She said, give birth, give life, mother, give birth, give life. Listen, 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 listen. So hear this song I'm telling you. I'm calling out to you. Choose with care all that I give. Respect what you might choose. Someday you too will be gone. A leaf falls from the tree. The life you live here on the earth will be your legacy. The life you live here on the earth will be your legacy. I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. I hear the voice of my grandmother calling me. I hear the voice of my grandmother's song. She said, teach them, be wise, mother, teach them, be wise. Listen, 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 listen. May the waters all run clear. May the mountains be unspoiled. May the air be clean, may the trees grow tall, may the earth be shared by all. May the waters all run clear, may the mountains be unspoiled, may the air be clean, may the trees grow tall, may the earth be shared by all. May the earth be shared by all. Thank you for listening.
feel your heartbeat. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Father, I can see you as the eagle soars. Spirit's gonna take us higher and higher. Father, I can see you as the eagle soars. Spirit's gonna take us higher and higher. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Sister, I can hear your river song. Eternal waters flowing on and on. Sister, I can hear your river song. Eternal waters flowing on and on. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Brother, I can see you in the dancing flame. Spirit of the rhythm, we are all the same. Brother, I can see you in the dancing flame. Spirit of the rhythm, we are all the same. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Earth my body, water my blood, wind my breath and fire my soul. Mother, I can feel you under my feet. Mother, I can feel your heartbeat. Mother, I can feel you under my feet. Mother, I can feel your heartbeat. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Father, I can see you as the eagle soars. Spirit's gonna take us higher and higher. Father, I can see you as the eagle soars. Spirit's gonna take us higher and higher. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Sister, I can hear your river song. Eternal waters flowing on and on. Sister, I can hear your river song. Eternal waters flowing on and on. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Brother, I can see you in the dancing flame. Spirit of the rhythm,
Thank you so much for joining us today with Two Birds and being on a path with us to healing and finding ourselves. This is an interesting time and something new for us to try this method of sharing with you guys. So let us know what you think, what we can do better next time until we're able to get together again and share with the hugs and the cacao and all the things that we're used to. But once again, thank you so very much for joining us. Sending big heartfelt hugs to all of you, and I hope that we can see you very soon.